Hey everybody, this is Peter Palmiotti, and sorry for the it's trying to focus, I think. Anywho, uh, so this is Blood Rights. This is a project I'll be getting back to after I sort of get on top of what I'm working on this month. Um, this will just be a short video. I have to head out to the vet for one of my cats, get her looked at. Um, and yeah, I was gonna do some making, but maybe tomorrow. It's been a while since I did a video, so I figured it's time I get back into the swing of things. So these were the last two pages of bullet rights um, that I was working on, and it won't take much longer to finish them off. Um, and this is Eon paper. You can see that Eon. Um, it's sort of it really bleeds the ink bleeds into the paper, so I don't love it. I thought I would. It was recommended by one of my fellow peers, which is why I told Rodney, "Hey, you should try Eon paper out." But I don't love it. So I actually prefer what I use, which isn't this. I'm not sure what Rich actually used. This is just blank sheets of Strathmore 300 pound or something. Um, but if you haven't already seen this a million times, this is retro page 1. Then we have page 2. Stop focusing. And then page 3. These are the pages that I finished and sent off to Brian the colorist for the first issue of Retro. So Retro is slowly moving forward, not as fast as I would like. Oh, there's some pencil marks there that I missed. I suck. Um, but yeah, you're just really excited to get going on this. Um, should look awesome in color. I gave him some color ideas. I see all little pencil marks now. Um, yeah, I gotta get freaking better lighting. Well, a lamp on my desk. Um, but yeah, so moving forward on retro, um, and a bunch of things. Mostly, I wanted to mention in today's video that let's see, does it? No, maybe not. Um, I'm upping my inking rate. So if you haven't heard already, um, I've gotten lately. It's been a lot lower than it has been in my whole career. Um, well, not whole career. I started out working with a lot of independent publishers, taking anything I could get at the very beginning, but slowly moved up my rate over time, and you know, really like Mullen DC um, gave me a really decent rate back in the day. Of course, that was the 90s when more people were um, getting better rates. Um, I have made more than my Mullen DC rate, inking a couple of different things. Definitely anything. Well, anything I did for, yeah, I guess it was mostly Marvel, sort of their product line. Like I did the different things What are you doing? My cat's going crazy in the other room. I did different things. One thing specifically, which you could probably find somewhere, um, was a project that me and my brother um, inked an X-Men mini comic that came with I believe it was the DVD for the second X-Men movie back in the day. So it was included in the DVD only. And the page rate on that was much better. I think it might have been 200 a page. I forget exactly, but and then of course back in the day, also my Wizard magazine rate. That was definitely like 200 a piece, but that's not my regular comic book inking uh, page rate. I think the last time I worked for Valiant, now this was when Acclaim um, was running them. I did an Armor Reigns miniseries, I think 3 or 4 issues. I think it was a 4 issue miniseries. We were at 8 Calvary. Um, and I think they matched my DC rate, which was better than my Marvel rate. Um, and yeah, so I decided to up my inking rate, and uh, you know, one because I'm going to be doing a lot more inking, but I'm going to be doing it for my own projects. And I have a couple of things right now that I haven't even started, but sort of my rate was already, uh, you know, I'm already contracted to ink a few things. Um, but I've done this before where I raised my rate, but it was like small increments, and this is sort of a big one because I'm really forcing my career into a much better direction. So if I do get any inking rates, then I'll get what I'm worth, frankly. Uh, I've been inking professionally for 27 years. It's getting close to 28 years. It would be September. And it's time to stop fooling around. And, because I want to deliver the highest quality work, and I can't do it at a subpar rate. So enough of that nonsense. enough, enough for working for pennies on the dollar. Um, and yeah, I'm going to be putting a lot more time. I'm not going to put all my time into just my own books. Um, that has to happen when it's feasible that working on my own books makes me my income. Right now, that's still a question I'll be dealing with over the next year, possibly. Um, as I'm looking at it right now, that will simply make um, a portion of my income. So, I'll still be inking for other people if they want to accept my current increased rate. But I am open to penciling gigs and writing gigs, which are definitely at a much lower rate. And it's like I'll put together a full list of what my various rates are. I'm still open to doing original artwork for people. Um, and yeah, and definitely writing if you want me to write your comic. I think my writing rate is 25 a page, so that's cheaper for most people to hire me as a writer, and it definitely doesn't take me as long as you know inking comics. As it is, it's like I ink pretty much a page a day. Um, and I know I can do more. I could probably double it. But I'm, you know, I really have to be focused on it and doing it consistently. Um, I thought I thought I could switch the camera in this, sort of film mode, but I can't. So I'll do this jazz. Hey, let's see. Hi. Um, so I reconfigured my bookshelf, and I'll probably be getting rid of some of these books that are not necessarily my favorites, stuff I've gotten over the last couple of years. Um, there was the pages to be inked up there, and these are what I'm going to be sorting my various projects into. And over here, um, picked this up the other day. I could have went to like a cheap, like we have Goodwill, or there's a couple of places in town where I could pick up some cheap furniture. But I wanted to treat myself to something nice, and I got to build it myself. But just a short shelf unit. The reason for that is I have these sort of plastic units. I have like two different ones, two different designs, but essentially three drawer plastic units. And I have my scanner on top. It's also a printer, but haven't used it as a printer for, well, most of the time that I've had it. um, which I guess, I've had it for like 8 years, I guess, since I've been in Kentucky, something like that. Anyway, it still works as a scanner. I need to get a bigger scanner. Um, there's a Brother full-size scanner, so 11 by 17, also printer that I'm interested in. And that's not too much. It's like 150, but it's very rare that I have an extra 150 laying around. Especially now with all I got going on, more money is going out than coming in. Um, but the reason I picked this up is I finally did get my Aquaman royalty check, which is very nice. And this is my little treat to myself that will enhance my studio. So I'll put the scanner that I have now on top of this, um, because it's not, it's like I have it on top now, but I can't open the drawers if it's on top. So I gotta move it off every time I want to open a drawer. So I just want that stuff to be more accessible. Um, and I'm sure my cats will love, going into the various holes. But um, as it is, I'm looking at probably just another week or two before we can get most of my cats into foster care. Um, I have five total right now, going down to two, and yeah, I kind of miss my babies, but it'll be better for them and better for me, and we'll all be happier because of it. It's just too much money going out for all of them, and I have a lot on my plate. I need to be even more focused and more productive, and so I need not to have five cats crawling all over me all the time. Um, so that's it for me today. Like I said, I'll do inking videos possibly tomorrow, but let me stop it here, get this bad boy up onto my YouTube channel, and comment below. Let me know what you think of retro pages and my increased inking rate. Do you think I'm insane? Well, I know. I know I am. But give me a like and subscribe if you haven't, if you're new to my channel, and I'll talk to you again soon. Like I said, I'll come back tomorrow and do some making. And take care, everyone. All right.